Remember I said I hate being cold? That's why I'm implementing high-performance building strategies into this exterior wall. Outsulation behind this siding, with flashing to cover all these windows from when you're pressure washing the house. Today it's that stage. Windows, flashing, and keeping out what you don't want in the house. We got the roofer coming in. So he's gonna come in on Thursday and tomorrow. Now all that's left to do is do the finishing, the decking, railings, and this door, which I'm doing today because the whole point was to have a quicker exit from the house. So this door is going in now. Before we put the door in, I'm gonna put the sill pan, and this is, I know there's a roof, but let's say you're washing the house with a pressure washer here, it's always good to have the sill pan. That's right, I just leveled the head jamb and fastened the hinge jamb to install this 3068 pre-hung left-handed door with an electronic keyed lock set along with the custom side light. Then I packed all the cavities with insulation. Alright, I'll show you guys how to deal with a problem. So, you can see the wall is square when I placed it up here against my wood, but before it was not square. This is just to guide my drywall knife so I can get a square drywall finish here. So I staple it on there. Over here we're going to do the same. So you can see when I put this square, it's going to rock like this. It's pretty bad because this is a butt joint, but when I put this here as a guide, since there's nothing for the knife here, it's going to act as a square spacer, and this gives a square finish.
The belly, tail, always this one, this wide land this side.
Here, this is the buck for the insulation. Tyvek's gonna go up, and then there's gonna be more insulation, and then after the insulation's the rain screen, and then we're gonna have the siding. This is how the window looks without the flashing or anything. The first thing I did was buck out the window with the buck over here. So now I'm going to put my trim and then the flashing over the trim with all the other integrations into this. Here, this is a trim for one of the windows, and I have flashing. So what we're going to do is make the flashing. It's going to go over top of the trim. We're kicking out water without being a cutting hazard. Before I cut it, I'm going to make the end dam 1 inch. Square a line off. So I'm going to square the line off all the way to the top. Up. Pinch this down over here. Like this. Hold it back. There we go. One more point right here. This one's the one that's the most dangerous. I'm gonna use my snips and cut a 45 on that. The chance of getting sliced because this metal has just been cut, so I just take an angle grinder and completely polished it off, so there's no chance to the end, but it's not going to be 43 inches. I'm actually going to add the 1 inch for the end dam and a little bit more because it's a little bit better to have it a little bit wider. It's just safer. There you go. That's the head flashing. So now I'm going to show you the flashing membrane part. I'm going to hit this with some Henry Blueskin primer. Before I take off the release, I'm going to mark out where it's going to go. So I'm just going to push it here. While that's drying, I'm going to push down, crease it, mark it. Just remove that there. If you are struggling to comprehend high-performance building details and are in the Vancouver area, check out BCIT's High Performance Building Lab. Answers are inevitable. Water could make it back here, but then you'll have to use a flashing membrane to extend the flashing, have it run off like this. So this is kind of how I did it. This in my hand is drip cap flashing. It's one of the details I'm working on right now. It's located at the intersection of the deck and the house, and its purpose is to kick off water which runs down the cladding. So you can see over here I haven't had a piece installed. Over here I do. This one's got the 45-degree miter. This house struggles into winter. With only 2x4 framing, it loses heat fast and feels uninspiring. By adding foil-faced EPS insulation, we can dramatically improve comfort and performance. Bug net at every single opening leading into the ventilation space, so you can sleep tight without bed bugs curb stomping you. So this railing is going to need some backing where it intersects with the wall. And now I'm just going to mark out where the bracket's going to attach to on the wall. There is a million ways to frame a bird box. However, I just decided to use 3/4 inch plywood. Got the job done for me. Got it? After trim and paint. Howdy. The wall is a little bit taller than 8 feet. That's why I need to make a joint. So I'm going to put glue all over. Damn, talk about good building practices. I'm starting the siding today. And the first thing is to set it off at the proper degree using the starter strip, 1/4" starter strip. This way the bottom piece has the proper degree. And I'm using the siding nailer. So I've got a little gauge block to set it the proper distance off the flashing. The flashing is level and I can trust it. So I put the block in here and I rest it on top. This is just to increase the accuracy and reduce the chance of errors due to the furring strips being a little bit higher or lower. This just reassures that I'm putting this in the right place. Maybe I got it. Yeah, that's good. Watch this. final piece of that. Nice. The ridge has been finished. We're done with the whole unit. Guys, can you please confirm with me if you know there are 2-foot wide James Hardie soffit panels? Because that would be way easier than using 4x8 fiber cement sheets for my 2-foot wide soffits and having to add my own vents. Please let me know. Okay guys, so you see this joint? It's ugly, right? Right? So I thought this originally. I was like, well, I'm just gonna fasten it onto there with nails or something. But then after some thinking, and I hate the exposed fasteners, I decided to come up with a solution, and that is using a sheet metal clip to keep this. This is the final finished piece. And you can see there's a profile. You see the profile? So this profile allows it to slide over a clip. I'll show you the clip and you'll understand what I'm talking about. Basically, we're going to install this clip on first, and this will just slide over. Like that. And it'll cover up those fasteners. So this piece is the clip. It's got a backwards angle on it. This way, when it's fastened on, this will provide spring pressure. This will get screwed on first with fasteners, and it will be very tight like this, pushing on those edges. And then I'll take this one and simply friction fit over. And then the bottom of the roof will look like this, without any fasteners. Oh yeah, there's a whole lot more finishing coming up. Stay tuned.